You know, earlier this year when Gearbox came out and said that the main story for Borderlands 3 is going to take a total of 30 hours, or at least a minimum of 30 hours, I believe them. I just felt like they were cheating us on a little bit of time here and there. Like they were taking into consideration possibly getting lost in certain areas or dying multiple times, taking the time to do a few side quests here and there to make sure you're properly equipped for the next main mission. Sitting back and enjoying the ambiences, you know, just really taking everything in, having a smooth ride. Well, I can confidently say I completely disregarded all of that, and it still took me about 22 hours of in-game playing time. I bum rushed the main story. I did maybe a grand total of 3 side quests in the very beginning when I was in a very strong honeymoon phase, but nonetheless, it took me 22 hours to complete the main story, so the content is definitely there, which kudos to Gearbox. In today's gaming scene, loot boxes is a huge problem. Games being thrown out without proper support or even clear direction for content, or even being completely done, like we've seen in the cases of Anthem and Black Ops 4 if you guys played those games. But this time around, Gearbox really stuck to what Borderlands is all about, just delivering a solid experience, and this game is fucking amazing. If you're on the fence of buying it, I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. Anyways, enough kissing ass. I don't want to get too much into that stuff. Today, we're going to be talking about endgame content, primarily the Guardian rank as well as Mayhem Mode, exactly what it is, what to expect, how to activate it, and just make the whole mode a little bit clearer from the start. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. So first things first, let's talk about the Guardian rank. Now, if you guys played Borderlands 2 and you're familiar with the badass rank system, it's the exact same. But if you guys didn't play Borderlands 2, I'll just explain this one right here. These are essentially stats that are shared across all your character saves, and they're permanent boosts. So you can permanently boost your health by a certain percentage or your gun damage by a certain percentage. Now, as we all know, in Borderlands 2, the badass rank was essentially unlocked from the start, and the way you would level that up was through challenges, and through certain challenge milestones, you'll be given a badass token to spend on these stats. This time around, the Guardian rank is not unlocked until after the main story is completed, although, just like in Borderlands 2, these stats are shared across all your characters. And once unlocked, every one of your characters can progress to increase your Guardian rank. So if you complete the story once, like I did, let's say with Mose, and you wanted to start a brand new character from scratch, when you do that, your Guardian rank is already unlocked because you already beat the story, which is great. Just keep in mind that your Guardian rank is not scaled to enemy levels or your level. So just because you're a level 2, don't expect your Guardian rank to go up higher faster, because I'm pretty sure it's scaled more towards the higher levels. Like if your Mose was going from level 44 to 45 as an example. And the last thing I wanted to briefly touch on was Guardian ranks themselves. There's a milestones in each individual quote-unquote tree where once you achieve those, you're given certain things. These can range from weapon skins to some pretty badass passive abilities. Now, I'm not going to go through each individual tree and say exactly what you get at each milestone, but to give you an idea of what to expect is in the Hunter tree, where I've already invested 5 tokens. Once I invest 75 tokens, after each kill, I get 10 seconds of better loot luck. And imagine investing 75 tokens in one, let alone all 3 of them, and it's going to be very time consuming. So keep in mind, you can't respect these tokens. So once you invest any of your tokens, they're practically gone. So really make sure that you don't set yourself back on your rewards by investing in a tree that you're not feeling too confident in. And finally, wrapping this up, we're going to end off on Mayhem Mode. Just like the Guardian ranks, this is something that's given to you once the main story has been completed. And this is all something you can activate and deactivate at will. Also, keep in mind, this is not something that transcends all your playthroughs. So in other words, you can mess around and have Mayhem Mode active in your normal playthrough. But if it's active in your normal playthrough, it's not going to affect your true Vault Hunter playthrough. Just to make that clear. Now, Mayhem Mode has 3 different tiers, and the only main difference between the 3 is the top portion right here, which affects loot quality, the total experience you earn, iridium cash, enemy health, enemy shields, as well as enemy armor. I should have also mentioned this too. It's not an arena. What this essentially does is once you go back into the world, this affects the enemies. So essentially, I would kind of liken it to overpowered mode from Borderlands 2, but not exactly. That's the closest thing I can liken it to. It basically increases the difficulty, but also increases your loot, which is a great way to farm, because honestly, in an hour of playing this, just running into random enemies, I probably earned a total of 4 legendaries. But like I was saying, that top portion that affects those attributes seem to be the only main difference between the 3 tiers of Mayhem Mode. Once you activate Mayhem Mode, there's also a bunch of potential Mayhem mods like 45% more damage in your action skill, or minus 50% damage to your assault rifles and sniper rifles, but 50% more damage towards your pistols. Trade-offs like that, those are potential mods that pop in and out. And the way you know which ones are active at any given time is you throw up your menu and you go to the screen that shows you the map. In the bottom right hand corner here, That's how it tells you which of the mods are active. So not exactly the bottom right hand corner, but you get the gist. So right here it tells you everything you need to know. Mayhem Mode level 3, just in case you forget. See, the mods that are active for me right now is enemies gain plus 45% additional health, shield, and armor. I get minus 50% pistol, SMG, and shotgun damage, but a buff towards my ARs and sniper rifle. So it's a good idea to know what mods are active at any given point, so that way you know which weapons are the greatest uses to you, because if not, you're going to be burning through ammunition like crazy. But this is a good mode to bump up your guardian rank, because yes, it's going to take you a while to kill enemies, but you're getting double if not triple the XP towards your rank than if you're playing a true vault hunter mode. At least that's the way it's feeling. I was going from 150 to 330 or 350 XP per kill in true vault hunter mode to this, where I'm getting 500 to 1,000 per kill, depending on what enemies, obviously. But that's the way I would recommend using this, to bump up your guardian rank, as well as to try to farm legendaries as early as possible. I'd also recommend you bump up your ammunition stockpile before you attempt this, because you are going to be burning through ammunition like crazy. And stores are not far few and in between, but they are a little hard when you're facing against 7 enemies that are able to eat bullets like nothing. So make sure you're set on your ammunition. But anyways, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Have you guys played Borderlands 3? What are you guys' thoughts? Honestly, solid game. Anyways, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to share that stuff down below. But until next time, my friends, I'll see you all later.